Alright, hello everyone, good afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon. I just want to go through how my stock trading went for this week. I didn't actually do any trades. So last night, and you've noticed I've got the IG account up, so I do have an Interactive Brokers account as well. I was just having some internet issues, and I found that the IG account was sort of working a little bit better with the data feed, so I need to get that sorted out with iNet, because with Interactive Brokers, I'm using the IB as my broker, and then I use Dash Trader Pro for the level 2, and it just seemed that my bandwidth was a little restricted. So what I do have to do, I believe, just doing a little bit of troubleshooting today, is that I probably need this hardwired, because I'm running in the office and it's not a hard connection to the laptop. So that's probably, because I mean, I do have fiber optic to the curb. So I mean, I'm normally get about 40 megs a second, but that's obviously from the curb to the modem, and then outwards, it's obviously shared to multiple devices. So that was just a bit of a concern, and I didn't really want to get in a stock. And you want to think worst case scenario. So if the internet is going to go, I didn't want to be in a situation where I wasn't really able to get out. So that's my concern. But anyway, so we've got the IG platform up, and the IG platform though was not ideal because I had this up, and then I had trade ideas up. So let's get trade ideas up as well, because I'm having issues with the charts here on. So this is what it says, and I downloaded the latest version of Adobe, or whatever it wanted me to download. So this is why, though, it's important to play around a little bit. Like, obviously, with your internet connection, your setup at home, you don't really want to just jump in with a whole lot of money that you borrowed or whatever and just disregard everything else. You sort of want your workstation sort of first, and then you can start, trading. There were a lot of moves yesterday as well, so it's a great opportunity. It looks like momentum's back into the market as well. So even if this isn't a video where you're learning a whole lot about my entries and exits and whatever, you can still, the takeaway here is the momentum's back, and a lot of people are flooding in, so there's a lot of volume as well. So it's not really bringing the chart up of Ability Inc. So what we'll do as a backup, we'll get trade ideas up. Hope everyone's having a great weekend as well. If you didn't already, check out the previous video I put up with Connor. He's the Tassie trader. We're talking Forex, we're talking Dow Jones, we're talking how it finished for the week. It's quite interesting. Yeah, so this is a little bit better. We can get some funds to load up. Okay, I didn't need to. But anyway, so I didn't have any trades. As you can see, it's just a small account. That's crazy with this. Probably the way I will need to do is get a better laptop as well. That's I've run this. I mean, it still works. It's just the processor is not. Yeah, so let's get PLAG. So this was halted. It had news out, so it's halted on that. I'm assuming more PR. So this thing could run again next week as well. So it's pretty interesting. Obviously, like, it is extremely overextended, but I mean, if you look at that, is that a daily? Just work out what chart that is. This is worth talking about, though. I mean, I don't want to make long videos, but this is worth talking. Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's pretty crazy. On a daily there, can I zoom in? But I mean, as you can see, it's just ridiculous. So if we go to the time frame and go to the minute. So I didn't play this, but I didn't actually have the IG account funded. So I had an IG account as well, because I was trialing both IB and IG at the same time, just when I was getting back into stock trading for the demo account. I don't know if this is going to load up. Let's hit the 5 minute. The problem is it's so late into the day. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's go to the minute. I mean, we don't really need to. Like you can see, now there it is. I mean, really, the move was when this closed, and then the volume there, and then it just went. It was like a supernova, they're called. If you're familiar with Tim Sykes' teachings, that's just crazy. So that's the potential that you have there. I mean, they gained, what was the gain? 331%. So everything else was not as good, really. Like what I was talking about, the China plays, they just sort of faded, and which is to be expected. Like, I mean, that's normal. But you mean when you have stuff like this that happens, everyone's obviously focusing on this. So interesting to see what happens next week as well with this. I'm going to try and zoom out, actually. Can we go any higher? So I can only go to the daily, but as you can see, it has actually traded higher before. So there's a potential that it could go to 15, 20, something crazy. With the volume like that, it's getting shorts now is very difficult to borrow shares to short, so you won't really be able to do that. It's just you'd hopefully think that this could lead to some potential sympathy plays and whatnot, and I'm not really sure these guys do sit profile. The People Republic of China. So it is a China play. Look, I didn't even look into like what the stock was. Okay, so it's interesting. I guess population grows. Obviously, people want to eat food, so I'm not sure what the catalyst was. Obviously, there was a catalyst here, but now I had an alert set. I think it was for Able, and I wanted to sell that. I couldn't get shares to short on that either. So if we bring that up here, I have to close that down. It's freaking things are freaking out here. All right, so change symbol, Able. So it's still a bit of a learning curve for me. Like the thing with the interactive brokers is it's by far the cheapest. Like a round trip is $8 or something, I believe. So with this, it's like $20 US. For per trade, it's $10 US. So you're looking at around, I mean, that's like 30 Aussie dollars per trade. So it's not ideal. Was it Able? I can't quite remember what I tried to short. Maybe VTVT. It was set for a break of 355 and it went well below that. VTVT. Pop that. Bring this up, baby. I think it was. Maybe. Look, it's me. Time for 1 minute. Let's see what I was thinking about. I don't really think it was. Maybe not Able. Or VTVT. Look, I do apologize. Let's bring trade ideas back. And we'll talk about the main watch for next week potentially. Because you just see more shorts being squeezed here. Especially it's really difficult when it moves, gets sold, and moves, gets sold. Like you can't get out of the stock. So I mean, you do, but you get filled even higher. So it just turns into this all-consuming beast of a thing. Let's see NCTY as well, actually. See what's going on with that. Lots of potential, more momentum. I think it was this, yeah. So NCTY was the stock that I put an alert in for to short it. And I did try, I just didn't get shares to short. So it might have been I believe what was this? Maybe not. Up here or something. Maybe higher. I don't think it was a C though. I apologize. I can't bring the alert back up again because I deleted it, but it felt pretty nicely. So even something like this, but again, you have to get in quite early. Like you have to sort of reserve the shares pre-market. Um, so it moved really strongly and then it just sort of faded. You see that a lot. Like these stocks are not going to run for days on end, most of them. Rare exceptions you'll see, but let's so we'll bring PLAG back up again. Let's change. We'll pop it out. So again, can this run still? Potentially. I mean, the highs previously have been, well, actually, it's above. It has been to 12 before. You'd see it push through. I mean, you'd want to see it dip a little bit. If it does, you could have some FOMO from guys and girls coming in. So we'll see. I'll be here for the session. So I'm full-time trading next week, so I'll be able to catch it. And more updates to come on that. And my interactive brokers account. And you'll be seeing that next week as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now.